Alright, hi people, it's Scsigs here. I'm here to do an unboxing and review for you guys today of the Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks. Infinite Latent Superpower. So it's basically Trunks from the point in the Cell Saga, I guess, where he has just done his training with Vegeta, and they both have come out of a time chamber, and then they, have their Super Vegeta and then Super Trunks forms, and then as it's called in Budokai 1, Super Trunks 2. And yeah, so this is just Trunks at that point, but turned into a regular Super Saiyan as opposed to a, like his really beefed up Super Trunks form. So, yeah, and I believe this is also partially a re-release of this figure, much like, well, this version of Trunks got re-released as, earlier this year, and this re-release of Super Saiyan Vegeta from the arc, or Super Vegeta more so. So yeah, just maybe slightly retooled with the new tooling kits and whatever, but yeah, as I believe this was released several years ago, but yeah, re-release, as Bandai and Smosh Nations have been doing slowly over the last few years with some of their older figures. So yeah, but it's the first one that I've had of this, so yeah. So here we go with the box, where you have on the front render of the figure with a different face. You got a picture of him, and on the front you can see the figure through the plastic, but it says SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks Infinite Latent Superpower, and then that in Japanese and everything. So yeah, Smosh Nations quality sticker right there. Toei Animation certificate of license grant, basically a certificate of authenticity. Sticker right there. Dragon Ball Z, Smosh Nations, and Bandai. So yeah, on this side you got more pictures of the figure. On this side with all this. Bottom is all that. And yeah, then we got the back. This is Super Saiyan Trunks, him in his arms cross form, much like you can put Vegeta into. I'm assuming this is probably partially a redo of Vegeta's body mold, but maybe a little taller. I'll see when I compare them. So yeah, then some more renders of the figure with the super modeling, super action, and all that. It's a simple style heroic action right there. So yeah. So let's get him out of the box. And you have him right here. So I don't really understand why, unlike the other Trunks figure, why this guy doesn't come with an alternate head with purple hair like the other Trunks figure did. They literally just need to just lengthen his hair and change the style of his hair maybe, and they'd be fine, because I think they already have the faces and everything, so I don't see why not. So yeah, but yeah, so we got everything right here. Just taking a look at the accessories, you got two alternate faces with a more grimacing or struggling face, then a yelling face, open hand right there, somewhat like, I don't know, not gripping hand, but you know what I mean. Another open hand, and it is a splayed open hand, and then two arm crossed hands. Yep, it's just a reuse of the ones from Vegeta. It's the exact same mold. So yeah, so let's take a look at the figure. Take this shit out. So yeah, so got the figure right here, and I think it actually looks pretty good. They pretty much just reused. Let's see, is he the same height as Vegeta? Looks a little taller. Yeah, so he's like a little taller than Vegeta, which makes sense. So they lengthened, probably the legs is where they lengthened him, and then looks like everything else is pretty much the same. So I don't really necessarily mind that, because it's just the Saiyan armor, so it's not gonna look too different. I'm waiting for that when, like, before shooting this, I thought maybe they'll reuse this body mold again, but maybe slightly alter it for Goku and Gohan, because now I think about it, they've had so many variations of Goku over the years. Pretty much the only few variations that they still have yet to do and or re-release are just a few of them. But one that I don't think that they've done yet is do a version of Goku in the Saiyan armor. They definitely have not done younger Gohan in the Saiyan armor from this saga. They had him in the Saiyan armor from the Frieza saga, but they have not, in the Namek stuff, but they have not had him in the Saiyan armor during this. And even then, that was a different, like, armor style, so they just can't reuse that mold. So they'd have to alter this body mold for Gohan and Goku. Because I think Goku's a little taller than both Vegeta and Trunks. So yeah, and then Gohan's obviously a lot shorter than them. And they are re-releasing Gohan in a new body mold with his Super Saiyan 1 hair. I don't know about Super Saiyan 2, but we'll see. And that version of Gohan has not been released or re-released in over a decade. And I have the original figure that was the San Diego Comic-Con manga colors, I believe, version, or anime colors, whichever one it was, version of the figure. So, yeah. I have a video on that if you guys want to go and check out the channel and see it. But yeah, so that's actually really interesting to see if they do it. Now, to compare, their faces look basically the same because they obviously didn't have to change much because, well, the Toriyama hair is very different. Obviously because he had longer hair after spending a year in the time chamber. And yeah. Obviously, since he has different clothes on and he has baggier pants right here, the pants part is different, as are... Well, the boots are basically the same in terms of size and everything. But it looks like everything else is roughly the same, except for the hands. The hands are more smooth, or more, I wouldn't say smooth, but like skinny on this, because I'm pretty sure they're just reusing everything from Vegeta. So, yeah, just altering it slightly. But yeah, that's just a way to compare them right there, and to compare, again, directly to Vegeta. It looks like basically everything is the same. They just lengthened his legs a bit, so he'd be properly in scale with the rest of the figures, because I think the torsos are basically the same and everything, so yeah, although Vegeta's neck looks a little thicker than Trunks' does, but maybe that's just me. But everything else is basically the same. Maybe, actually I think the torso's a little lengthened too, sideways, now just looking at it. So yeah, which isn't necessarily that bad. Trunks is a bit of a different build than Vegeta, so that makes sense. Can't wait for them to re-release Dragon Ball Super Trunks, but we'll see. So yeah, so let's do the articulation. So yeah, so the head you can move all around. I can't. Well, you can kind of do a 360, but his hair like goes against the tops right here to the Saiyan armor, which is molded right directly into the torso, which is whatever. So yeah, but you can just move them around a bit. So yeah. Arms, almost 90-degree angle right there. 360 on the arm movement there. Double ball joints on the elbows. Hands can move in a 360 that way, as well as back and forth because of how they're molded. Torso can move all over the place. I don't like how that looks. I don't know why. Okay, so... Okay, that's just really dumb. So basically, they have it right there where the joint moves up and down, and I don't know why. I'm assuming it's for a range of movement when you're posing him, but yeah. So legs, almost a 90-degree angle up and down. No drop down hips. 360 on the leg. Ooh. Yeah, maybe no 360s on the legs. That literally just came off. Luckily it's a ball joint, so you can just put it back on, but man. Double ball joints in the knees. And then feet you can move back and forth. 360 like that. There's toe joints. So yeah. So one thing I wanted to do was, since this doesn't come with a regular Trunks head, for some reason, which I doubt it would have cost them that much to just put one in there. Since I have them right here, and because you see Trunks like this at the end of the saga, when you see him back in his timeline and time period and everything. Okay, yeah, this head does not fit this neck very well, because the neck just, but granted, you can also just move it down a bit. It looks a bit better. But yeah, you just put the head, I guess, for Trunks on this body. Now that I think about it, so I have my SH Figuarts for Goku. Don't like how tight that is. Come on. Oh, I'm just seeing the face and the front hair off. It'll be easier, hopefully. God, I hate this. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to do something interesting. Maybe I can't do it. I guess I can't do it with Goku's head for some reason. Actually, yeah, that actually makes sense why I can't do it with Goku's head. The ball joint on Goku's body is smaller than the one for Trunks. That's disappointing. And just good thing to know, I guess. I never thought that they would care to do that. Let's try Super Saiyan Goku. I'm wondering if Super Saiyan Goku is the same. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's definitely too small. That's what she said. But yeah. There we go. So yeah, I'm just assuming that's because of the difference in the body molds. Because I'm pretty sure they just hit it right the first time with Goku's, and they just have been reusing Goku's older body mold. So So yeah, but whatever. So yeah, so it's disappointing, but you know, whatever. I guess that wasn't the intent with these figures, so whatever. So yeah, so really not much else to say, guys. I recommend it if you want to get it. So yeah, so not much else to say. Links in the description, all my shit. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.